There's this huge problem with breads in air fryer. The bottom part doesn't cook properly, right? Well, I'm going to show you a secret on how to solve that. These are the softest and fluffiest rolls that you'll ever taste. They are tuna cheese rolls, but with this recipe and method, you can basically make whatever filling that you like. It's one of the easiest dough that you'll ever make. Let's just start dumping all of our ingredients in our mixer bowl. 340 grams of bread flour, which is about 2 to 3 cups. Just remember, if you're using cup measurement, please use the spoon and level method. No scooping, no pressing. You don't want to use more flour than what the recipe says. Half teaspoon salt. 1 large egg at room temperature. I tested this recipe without the egg and I find that the texture wasn't as soft and fluffy as I wanted. 1 tablespoon honey. Honey is my secret in making any breads have that soft texture. 2 1/4 teaspoon instant yeast. This is a type of yeast that doesn't need to be activated first. 1/4 cup butter. I used to melt butter in the microwave, but after several incidents where it exploded everywhere, it was a mess to clean. Now I like to melt it in a pot like this. What I do after is just wait until it's just barely warm and then use it. 2/3 cup of warm water. Let's start with speed 1 and mix all the ingredients well. Once it becomes a dough, use speed 2 and knead for 10 minutes. This dough is going to be soft. Coating the dough with some oil will prevent crust forming on it. Cover tightly with a cling film and let the dough rises double its size. Meanwhile, we can prepare our filling. What you'll need is around 1 cup of drained canned tuna. Just make sure you drain it good because else our filling is going to have too much liquid and that's going to make our rolls soggy. Nobody wants that. 1 small onion, just dice it. Some parsley. Reserve a bit for later and add 2 tablespoons in. 2 tablespoons of mayonnaise. Salt and lots of pepper. Mix everything real good and set aside for later. Like I said earlier, you can create your own filling for this. Just make sure that it has this dry consistency like this. Now that the dough has beautifully risen, let's do some rolling. Some flour. Shape the dough roughly into a square and start rolling. You would want a 14.5-inch square. I like to flip it once so that I have the smoother surface on the outside. Spread 2 tablespoons of softened butter. Leave around 1 inch at the end. Putting the fillings by spoonfuls like this will make it easier to spread it around later. This is just shredded mozzarella cheese, around 1.5 cups. Use whatever cheese that you like, but just make sure that it's easy to melt. Now let's roll. This dough is soft, so be patient and commit to it. Cut into 4 and then for each of those, cut again into 3. You're going to end up with 12 rolls. Cut some parchment paper and line your basket. My air fryer comes with 2 small baskets, so I'm going to prepare 4 parchment papers. If you have 1 basket, then prepare 2 parchment papers. Now, place in the rolls. Cover with cling film and leave for them to rise double their size. Sprinkle our reserved parsley on top. You're going to make this beautiful contrast color to our rolls. Use air fryer settings, set the temperature at 360 Fahrenheit and cook for 12 minutes. Okay, now the secret on how to cook this properly. Put another parchment paper on top and flip. As you can see, although we have the top beautifully cooked, but the bottom part is practically raw, right? Okay, what we want to do now is continue cooking them like this for another 10 minutes. Now you can see that the bottom part is perfectly cooked. Simply flip back and that's it. You won't have to worry for raw bottoms anymore. Thanks for watching, guys.